Mark Owens, welcome home. You're here in the Northwest.
Amazing.
Now,
so
I know
nice.
your new album is called Land of Dreams, and I know you've moved to LA.
Yes.
But is your Land of Dreams really the Northwest? You were born in Oldham.
Born in Oldham.
Take That formed in 1990 in Manchester. Is this your Land of Dreams?
Absolutely. And I keep coming back, which is
like
wonderful.
a bad smell.
Do you know it is? It's such a wonderful feeling whenever I came back. I landed back in the UK about probably about 5 days ago now, and I've spent a couple of days now in Manchester, and I went to see my mum and dad, and it's really special. Every time I come back up north, I get a bit more of a pull. I think there's just something about it for me.
Yeah.
And you know your way around, and things have changed, but things haven't really changed. Things are still in the same place as where you left them, 20 years ago when I.
There must be a memory around every corner.
Oh, everywhere. Just driving up to my mum and dad's from town up to Oldham yesterday, like every street corner, past like where my old school was. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But
which school was that?
St Augustine's of Canterbury.
Oh, yes. And did you pass Copster Hill?
Past Copster Hill.
Yeah.
Through Werner for that way, Hollingwood. I used to play football for Hollingwood FC.
Yeah.
So, lots of memories.
And what did your mum make
Then
you?
try and get in the nightclubs with false ID.
False ID. We all tried that, didn't we? I'm there with my sisters. What did your mum make you for tea? Did she make you a nice home-cooked meal?
When I got home, do you know what? I got there quite late, so we didn't have tea. She made me a cup of tea.
Of course.
And some like toast.
Yeah.
But not a full dinner. Yeah, I was a bit late.
Yeah.
I got there later than I thought.
Tea's
but it was
good.
lovely to see them.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you back. And it's, what is nice as well is you've normally got your mates around you, and this is just you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you only had one chair, so that's good.
We had to just go for you.
Yeah.
No, but it's your first solo record, I think, in 9 years. 10 years.
Yeah, 10
And
years.
Magic, it's got a bit of a disco vibe, hasn't it? You're releasing your inner BG, aren't you?
It's got good energy, which I'm really pleased with. I think the whole record's got that sort of that energy that flows through it. It's a positive record. Magic is the second song off the record that we've gone with, and do you know, I wrote the song in Nashville, and you never know where these sort of things go, but I turned up in Nashville and it was sort of a grey day. It was raining, and the people I was meant to work with got COVID. So they cancelled my thing, so I'm in a hotel room in Nashville thinking, this isn't the dream. I'm not living the dream here because I'm in a hotel room. Anyway, I went for a walk and I found this pink hotel that was dedicated to Dolly Parton.
Oh.
And I checked into there, and I dreamt the song, Magic.
You didn't?
In the hotel that night.
Did you wake up and write, or did you like the words and everything?
The whole thing, yeah.
Really?
I always say it was like the spirit of Dolly came through in the song. So it was a gift.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Because the other song as well, the other single is You Only Want Me.
Yeah.
Because what I noticed in your videos is you're on your own a lot, aren't you? Was that, did you kind of think, because it is just me now, you're like, this, just putting myself out there?
Yeah, I think so. And also I think it's a big sort of step for me, really, because like You Only Want Me, when that song came along, I always say it's a bit like my jazz hand song, because I can't perform that song without kind of performing it.
Yeah.
And it was sort of, it gave me the confidence to sort of come forward and sort of do that, really. And to remember I'm not sharing this stage with other people. And to go, oh, it's me.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying that process. Obviously, we're coming back to tour in October. We're doing some shows around the UK, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, because I think Manchester's actually sold out, isn't it?
It has, yes.
Obviously.
Amazing.
But that's the 17th of October, so you will be back very soon, like you say, back in the Northwest.
Exactly, which I'm really excited about. And, this one's sold out. Well, we're back playing in Manchester next year, I'm pretty sure, doing some more shows. So If you didn't get a ticket this time, don't worry too much.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
But you get to sing all the lines in the songs, don't you? None of this sharing, because I'm the youngest of 3, had to share everything.
Youngest of 3.
Now you
Okay.
can just... I'm having that line, I'm having that line, I'm having all the lines.
Yeah, do you know, it's interesting. There's a different thing when you're doing a Take That record to when you're doing your own work, because obviously there are more members in the band, and maybe on a Take That record, depending on which record it is and the mood of that record, you know, you might do 2 or 3 sort of what you call lead vocals, or but yeah, when you're doing your own stuff. But when I was putting the record together, I've tried to make it quite dynamic, and the textures of it sort of take the mood of the record changes, and I've really enjoyed that adventure of finding different moods within the songs. I'm just so glad to be back in Manchester, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
The record got me here.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
got me in that car.
Got you in the car.
In my car.
With all that confetti, which
Playing
must
music.
have took ages to clean up.
Oh my word! Don't really tell me about that. I went to a garage and I was there like for 2 hours.
Gets everywhere, doesn't it? It's like glitter and sequins.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It was everywhere.
So for you then, do you like we say, it's nice for you to be out on tour, you know, after everything with COVID. I guess as a performer, it's nice for you to know that you're going back on tour. It's nice that you're on your own. Did you miss it, like, through all that time?
Really missed it, and I don't think that's just for me. I think a lot of people did, you know, and a lot of people who I know, a lot of my relationships, my friendships have been built, you know, as a teenager when I started. So I realised when everything closed, I had no mates. You know, everybody was at home, and I was like, oh my life, like my whole life has been built around music and performing and stuff. So I really, really missed it, and it's been really nice these last few months to catch up with people again, to be back out, you know, playing the festivals, playing these shows, and just back with your band. But one thing I did do quite a little bit while I was, because Los Angeles, where I am, is a bit like Manchester. Most people want to come to Manchester to say they played in Manchester.
Yeah.
And Los Angeles is one of those places as well. So lots of bands like to come and play in Los Angeles. So there's a beautiful, which we don't have in Manchester, open air concert, which we can't have in Manchester. But
I mean, the rain.
We probably wouldn't get away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a beautiful open air concert venue that managed to stay open through a lot of the pandemic. So I went to watch so many acts performing there.
Yeah.
Lots of acts were coming through. I saw from all over the world as well, you know. So I saw people like Tame Impala, Doja Cat, Haim, who were a local band, and it was just really nice. I became an audience member, so I became a fan of music again, and that was what was so wonderful. I was sat there taking in the atmosphere of these brilliant, brilliant musicians, brilliant artists, and I was such a fan with my piece of pizza, just staring and cheering
Always
and hands in the air. And I loved it. I had the best time, and I think that inspiration that those artists and those you know, performers were, it inspired me to want to make this record.
Yeah, because talking of fans,
yes,
this is our one of our producers'
Oh, my word.
scrapbook.
Oh my
Now,
word.
this is her 14-year-old self.
Wow, let me see.
Now, for you, Take That fans were dedicated, weren't they?
Oh, they were outside our house every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what a dream. Now, at the front of that,
This
you
is
will
awesome.
find a wedding
Oh,
invitation
letter.
to your wedding.
Oh.
I mean, have you read this top line? Read that out loud for us. This is a wedding invite.
I can't read it out loud. Remember.
You were getting married at Westminster Abbey.
I was getting married at Westminster Abbey.
I mean, what is...
On July the 25th.
On July the 25th?
At 1:30.
I don't even think you got the invite, though.
And the best men were Robbie Williams, Howard Donald, Gary Barlow and Jason Orange.
Amazing. What is...
That is amazing.
That is dedication, isn't it?
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Somewhere in some world, somewhere amongst the layers of... It probably happened. somewhere this all took place.
It's all took place.
Out there somewhere.
But for you, obviously, like, take that form back in 1990.
Yes.
What fan-wise, what is kind of like... What do the fans say to you now, you know, who obviously remembered that time as well?
Well, it's a lot of them, especially when you come up north, did used to be at our house. So I did a signing yesterday at the Arndale, which was wonderful, and a lot of them were bringing pictures of themselves at my mum and dad's house, and pictures of my dog from the time, and the back of my dad's head. This is the back of your dad's head. It's like, oh yeah.
So it is.
From like 1989 or 1990. So yeah, a lot of them. It was nice seeing, because we started off here in Manchester. You know, our first gig was our first TV show was in Manchester. Our first gigs were probably around Manchester for a while, but we did like the Cage. I don't know if it's still open, the Cage, anymore. But a lot of our first shows, we'd turn up and, you know, Nigel would put us on, and we'd all, because Nigel worked in, he'd give us all like a tenner to get home. I think our taxi fare in and out of town was more than what we got for the gig. But we're just so excited to be doing it. And
because one of your first was here, wasn't it, on Granada?
It really was, yeah. And it was just incredible. I mean, because we were watching the telly, we were like fans of music and fans of Manchester, because Manchester was having a wonderful time at, you know, the Hacienda, and I was having false ID at the Hacienda again. But you know, it was such a wonderful thing, and we'd all be watching the television, and then we were on the television and just trying to get your mind around, I'm on that thing that I've been watching for, you know, since I grew up. And yeah, it was really, really wonderful, and so good to us, Manchester, in those early days, and helping us to find our roots and find our beginnings. You know, we learnt our trade in Manchester. Yeah,
because what I do like as well is that you're all very supportive of your solo careers, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, so I guess the lads are supportive of you now going solo.
No, they are. Yeah.
No,
they are. They know what they've been brilliant. And what I tried to send them the songs just before they go to like radio and stuff, just so they get to hear them first, and then you send them out. And you pretend you're not bothered. You think, I'm not bothered, just send them out. And then you sit and watch your phone for about 4 hours.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Come on, Gary.
Why have they not responded? Why have they not given me any feedback?
Give me some love.
Nah, it's nice, you know.
It's lovely,
nice.
Yeah, and there's lots coming up as well for Take That. This isn't the end of Take That, is it, you going solo?
No, not at all. We've got a movie. No, exactly. No, there's a movie next year.
Of course,
which we're all super excited about, and I saw the lads earlier this week, and yeah, so the movie's the big thing for us next year. But it's great. It's all good. We're always talking about.
But for now, this is all about you. So good luck with your album.
Me and Stacey.
You and Stacey.
It's all about me and Stacey. That's what it's all about.
Can I come to the wedding?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.